Greetings, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the time period of June 18th to the 30th, 2018. I'm using Orisha Tarot cards. They are based in the Nigerian Yoruba religion. And I also wanted to say Happy Father's Day to all of you, whether you are a dad or if you're becoming a dad or you have a dad or a grandpa. Happy Father's Day. I know it was like 2 days ago, but still Happy Father's Day, okay? So I'm going to channel you out, Virgo, to see what energies come through for you for this time period, okay? All right, so Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, June 18th to the 30th, 2018. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. Okay, Virgo, you have the Ogun energy here. You could be dealing with a Cancerian energy, or you are traveling. You may be traveling by yourself. You could be leaving your family to travel alone, or maybe you're in a situation where your family could be traveling towards you or away from you, but it's temporary. You are nervous about this travel, but it's okay. It may be a learning experience for you. You could be traveling overseas. You could be traveling to another country, whatever part of the world that you're in, you're traveling to it. You could be going from New York to Texas. You could be going from Texas to Italy. You could be going from Italy to New York, whatever situation it's here. But there's fear of traveling. So there's a fear of traveling high up in the air for some reason. Could be planes. But I get buses also. Maybe you're traveling on a bus, but I get like from state to state. But it's for some reason I'm getting like it's for bereavement though. So you could be traveling on, maybe you have a family members who they're just a bus distance away from you, however long. It could be 2-hour bus ride, could be a 4-hour bus ride with this energy, but it's for bereavement. But I get like a grandparent. So maybe there's something going on here with a passing with a grandparent. Maybe you didn't think that. But this is feeling where you didn't know this grandparent too well. This could have been like your father's mom or your father's dad or like your mother's father, whatever situation is here. But it kind of feels like you didn't really know too much about this particular family member, but I get now you do. This could be like the way they passed. This could be pertaining to an illness. But I get something about like shoulder. So this could be like, what do you call it? This could be, oh, I see. If this is not an illness, then there's just a feeling that maybe something fell on somebody's shoulder, or it could be sleeping on the shoulder. But it could be what else? What else? This could be a highway. Like I'm trying to think of other ways that people usually use shoulder. So this could be a shoulder like that's on a highway. But if you drive, be careful driving by some like a highway shoulder. The highway shoulder is supposed to be that section where like if somebody breaks down on a highway, they use the shoulder to like stop the car, or like if the car is breaking down, the shoulder is supposed to be used to like, pack up things, but I guess something is being exposed with the fact that you stopped at a highway shoulder, or the fact that a family member stopped at a highway shoulder. Maybe there's something could be in a trunk of a car, something could be in the back. I guess something about the back seat of a car. Maybe this could be something was hit, like a car was hit from the back, and that's why that could be why. This could be a really old person is in the car, and maybe there's a situation where they're sitting in the back seat, but something happens, like maybe a car hits the back, like another car hits the back of your car or your family member's car or your grandparents' car, and like if something's going on with their shoulder, this could be surgery, having to get surgery for this. But if it's not those kind of situations, something's just going on here with a parked car. But I get watching. So you could be at home, or you're watching a TV, or you're dealing with that highway shoulder situation. Something is going on here with a parked car. So either, but I get something about like a police report or like a police officer with this energy. So this could be like maybe you're getting watched by police officers, or I get pulling over, and maybe this could be occurring on a highway. Like you could be driving and the police officer is pulling you. You're either observing this is happening external from you, or or it's happening to a parent or a family member or a sibling with this energy, or a friend. somebody's being pulled over by police officers, but maybe you're in the back seat or they're in the back seat and you're the one that's driving with this energy. So this could be pertaining to a ticket. But I get you don't have enough money for this ticket, whatever it is. But I get something about caught selling. So the reason into why you're getting pulled over on a highway, shoulder, etc. is because you were caught selling weed or somebody was caught selling weed. But I also get this feeling that it's pertaining to a person that is in the car with you. So be careful of bad company. Be careful of traveling with bad company in cars, on buses, in planes. Just be careful. Be mindful of your friends with this energy because they will get you messed up. So be careful about your friends. Could be a Cancerian friend. But I get something about an Aquarius, but I get sneaky. There's an Aquarian energy that I get an Aquarius energy. They set up someone to follow you. They set up someone to follow you, to follow where you go or to see where you live. But I get something about at night with this energy. So something's going on here with an Aquarian energy and them setting up someone to follow you or walk after you at night for some reason. But I get another guy. This could be if you're a dude. If you're a dude, you got an Aquarius partner, but you're already tied to this person. That's one thing. You're tied to them already, but you're finding out that they are also tied to another dude, like this woman. I get toxic when I said woman. This toxic woman, it could be an Aquarian woman. She is tied to another dude. This dude is following you, but I get something about getting rid of, but I get something about jumped or a fight. So this could be a situation here where you are you're tied to someone. It doesn't have to be an Aquarius woman. Whether you're a man or a woman, whatever situation, some woman that you're dealing with could be a Cancerian woman. You are in a situation where you have a partner and they undercover, they don't like you, or they undercover that they're trying to, I don't know, be rid of you, or they're trying to get rid of you with this energy. So what they're doing is they're connecting with dudes and girls or whatever, to find a way to track you down in your car or to find a way to jump you or whatever it is. So this could be something pertaining to a bad selling of a drug with this energy, or money or pride, whatever situation is here. So just be careful of the company that you keep, period, because people will try to set you up. Your starting point has the Shapana energy here. This is your energy. But I get that there is something that you cannot help. It could be being with a person that may not be good for you. Or the fact that you're traveling. Maybe something's going on here with, it could be a drug. It could be driving. It could be the way you drive. That could be why somebody's getting pulled over. This could be fast lane. This could be you're in the fast lane with somebody. You're in the fast lane with someone, but you can't help being in the fast lane with them, or you're literally driving and you're in the fast lane with this energy. Or I get some pot, so maybe something's going on here with smoking weed with this kind of feeling. Kind of looks like weed to me, honestly. This tree, this covering, it kind of looks like weed to me. But you may have been caught smoking this, and that's why police officers have been watching you or watching your friends with this energy. But I also get that I keep getting police all the time, so they have been watching you from a distance with this feeling. So I get something about a park. So you either parked your car, or they cause you to park your car, or you are smoking in a park with this energy. Okay. Now, you know what's interesting? Now something is coming to mind. The Hydea Pendleton. She was a student. She was a young girl she was shot. She was shot a couple of years back because she was in a car. She was in a car. She was in a park with friends, and I don't know. Her name just came to my head just now. She was in a park with friends, and it was a mistaken identity, and they shot her with this kind of feeling. So this could be something external that you're hearing about, or is pertaining to your friend. Maybe something's going on here with someone that's tied to you. It could be connected to pot. It could be connected to weed, however you want to call it, or getting pulled over with this kind of energy. There's also this feeling of a Black Lives Matter. So maybe these are things that you're hearing about in the news. You could be this black person that you're going through these kind of things. So just be careful. Again, be careful of the company that you keep. Be careful of being set up by people and not knowing what people are trying to do with this energy. Someone either does not, keep getting, there's an Aquarian energy, like they're undercover jealous of you, or they don't want you to leave, or they don't want you to succeed, that they undercover don't want you to succeed. So that's why they're planning or they're plotting and they're doing these things like behind the scenes. This is feeling where you are aware of this. But I get your parents may have been aware of these things, and maybe they, I keep getting like shoulder. So this could be like a pat on the shoulder. But there's something going on here with a pat on the shoulder and like a very swift, fast, quick movement. So someone could be coming up to you like from behind or from the side, and they're tapping your shoulder. But I get in like an altercation. So it could be your parents, pretending to you traveling or leaving somewhere, but your mom does not want you to go. So that pat on the shoulder could be like a pat, you're going away, you're saying goodbye temporarily. Or the situation here where a parent or a friend or boyfriend, girlfriend, or spouse, some partner that you're tied to, they connected someone to you, and they're the ones that are showing up and they're patting you on your shoulder. But I want to see what you can do. So this is either like pertaining to a fight, you know what I mean? I want to see what you're going to do. I want to see how you're going to respond with this energy. If it's that kind of pat on the shoulder, you're turning around swiftly, I want to see what you can do. It could be pertaining to some type of, if it's not an altercation, then it's a police officer. But I get something about like sexual things, like something could be going on here with sex. Maybe there's your partner wants to see what you can do, like in bed, like they want to see like this sexual exploration. That could be what you're traveling for. But I also get you don't want to be caught, but I get by your siblings. So maybe you have a very watchful, that's why I said somebody's watching you from a distance. It could be your sibling, your mom, your dad. Someone just wants to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. If these are your parents that are very protective of you, or you could be that very protective parent that you're traveling up to a school. So if you're a parent, you heard something, or like the school called you and said that your child is doing something crazy in here, but I get some that could be caught having sex, or caught with pot, caught with weed. I get your son, it could be your son, meaning like your biological son. This could be a dude that you call your son, like your brother, your friend, with this energy. But you want to save this person from going to jail or from something happening to them, or they want to save you, okay? Oshala energy here, sign of Aries and Taurus. But I get brothers. So if you got Aries, this could be Masonic brothers. This could be like your actual biological brothers with this energy. But I get happening too. So whatever is going on here with cops and police and being caught with weed. So it's either happening to you and you're in the car with them, or you're hearing about that, or the situation here where these are your brothers. These could be your brothers. You call them your co-workers with this energy. I get caught selling. Like these energies, they were caught selling. But I get bad news, and maybe you're hearing bad news about this energy. Oshala is also a representative of a father, a grandfather. Like I said, you were dealing with like a grandfather kind of situation going on here. Maybe something's going on here with your grandfather or grandparent. But maybe there's this feeling here where your mom or your dad, they're not telling you all the details into what happened. There's something going on here with addiction. So it could be like a family member or a friend. That's why I said you're traveling with the Ogun energy. You're traveling for bereavement, but your family is not telling you the complete story into why you're traveling for the bereavement. What happened to him or her? What happened to my aunt? What happened to my uncle? What happened to my grandparent? So there's a lot of confusion with you questioning a police officer. You know what I mean? So this is kind of feels like this could be a situation where something has occurred and you're questioning, you're questioning a police officer, or you're questioning like a hospital EMT, someone who's in charge of, I get someone who's in charge of taking names. So this could be pertaining to attendance. Maybe you're in class, maybe you're in school, and your friend, like maybe your friend is not showing up to class for some reason. But I get something about being detained. Maybe you're finding out your friend was detained. They did something, so they're being detained with this energy, or they got arrested, or they were caught doing something bad, or caught doing something they were not supposed to do, or they got pulled over. But when I got pulled over, I did not return home. So it could be like an Aries or a Taurus, like they got, or whoever, somebody got pulled over. They got arrested, but they did not return home with this energy being here. And you're calling numbers, you're calling family members and friends, or mutual friends to you and a friend that got locked up out of nowhere, or you're calling your parents. You're trying to figure out how someone passed. You're trying to figure out why someone has not returned to school, why someone has not returned to class if you're in college. Somebody got detained. Someone got arrested. Somebody got caught selling weed. I tried to tell you to live a better life or go down a better path. This could be something. This could be happening to you. But this could be a situation where your parent told you, you know, this girl, I don't like this girl. She's sneaky. I don't like this guy. He's sneaky. So what happens is you get in a car with them or you go out with them, but they end up in brawls or bar fights and this, that, and the third, and police officers and are getting involved in this situation. But again, I told you to hide. So it could have been a stashes of weed or pot, or you told somebody to hide. Maybe you were having sex, or you were doing something in a place, or it could be that park. You were doing something in a park that you were not supposed to do. Somebody was watching. Your siblings were watching. Maybe your siblings, if I get tattletale with siblings, like your siblings saw you, I guess, smoking weed or smoking pot or having sex somewhere. Your siblings saw you doing that. Maybe you thought you concealed that from a sibling. Or you're doing something in a park illegally and there's police officers there watching you. But you told whoever you're with, you told them to hide. Maybe they didn't want to, or maybe they didn't want to listen. But I get believed. They didn't believe you when you said, oh wait, there's cops over there. There's police officers over there. So this could be a situation, again, the night before. You could have went out with your friends like the night before class, like before, I get Yale. Like somebody goes to Yale with this energy. But I get something about Cindy. Like, I don't know if that's your name or these energies' names, like an Aries or a Taurus. Like, somebody's name is Cindy. But I get a Cancerian energy. That could be someone that you are tied to. They're a Cancer and their name is Cindy. But that could be, this could be something that you're finding out that is happening to someone named Cindy. That could be a nickname. That could be your name or your friend's name or your family member's name. With this energy, this could be Cindy that is happening to, this girl, whoever this is, like a student, a classmate. You're finding out they got arrested. But I get raped. Like someone was raped. That it could be Cindy. Cindy was raped. Some girl you go to class with, a friend, a family member, somebody you find out somebody was raped. But they did not survive a rape with this Oshala energy. But I get, where is she? So this could be a situation you told somebody to hide, but they didn't want to hide. This could be, I get, a very abusive parent. This could be a situation where you're staying, like you live somewhere with your siblings, maybe you're younger, you know, but there's an abusive parent. But you're being slapped around by one. So you could be in a situation where you were in the past, or you have been getting repeatedly slapped around by a parent, some type of abusive situation here with you and your siblings and your parents. But maybe the police are getting involved in this situation. But I also get, you thought you never had to deal with police and your parents and abusive parents and abusive household situation. Something has escalated. So either you did something in the house and you were caught, and somebody exposed you, and the police are getting involved with this situation. So either you should have been the one that should have been hiding, or you told someone to hide but they did not hide. You know what I mean? This could be like an implication of like a break-in with this kind of energy. So missing keys. I dropped my keys. So you could have been going into your home and you going to work, or you're shopping for food, or you're shopping period for things, merchandise. But when you drop your keys, but I get underneath for something. It could be underneath a car. But I get the ignition, like something's going on with keys in the ignition and dropping them down a hole or in sewer or some type of craziness. So you get home and you're like, where are my keys? You can't get in the house. Or I guess somebody Aries, this could be happening. But get drunk, and Aries is drunk and they drop their keys. It means something's going on here with a robbery. So be careful of these things. Like something may be going on here with a robbery. But you can prevent this from happening. Just keep an eye on your keys. Or just stop somebody's drinking a lot that you're tied to. So there's a need to tell someone, you know, be easy on the alcohol. Someone's faded out a little bit, but I get a Taurus. These two energies, they're drinkers. So if these are your brothers, like I said from the beginning, they're drinkers. You could be clubbing with these people. But you could have been the one, you could have been the mediator of a brawl at a bar, at a party. Or it's your parent that is doing that, and they lost keys, and because they lost their keys, it's a robbery. Somebody snatched up the keys, or it's happening at a bar or at a party. Then you got two drunken friends, and I get slapped up. That you want to slap them up, like you want to wake them up, slap them. In that case, I told you to hide. I told you not to drink here. I told you not to drink near this person. Maybe there's a situation where you could be drinking near someone, like a big buff dude, or like you're drinking near someone that you know that they're gonna get angry if you start wilding out on them out of nowhere. Like if you're drunk and you don't know what's going on. This is like getting punched. You know what I mean? It's like getting punched, but like unintentionally. So just be careful of getting drunk near a big buff person. You know, this Oshala energy kind of looks like this guy kind of looks like, you know, like a white dude, like a big buff white dude. It kind of looks like a black guy and a white guy. Could be like a black guy. They get bullies. These are bullies. That's why I said going up to a school. So if you're a parent, these are bullies that you got to break apart. Like if you work in a school, these are bullies that you got to break apart. Are you there? Your brothers, but I get half white. You know, maybe you're white, but you have a brother that maybe like somebody was dipping. You know, like maybe you're white and like your brother is half white. Maybe your stepdad is black or your stepmom is black or white. Whatever situation is here. But there's favoritism and jealousy with this situation in a family pertaining to your brothers. Wow. But I get that's why they're treating you this way. Like, that's why they're treating you this way. Back seat. Telling you to sit in the back seat. So these could be friends, classmates. You're finding out somebody was detained. Somebody has not returned somewhere, or it's you. You have to go home. Like, you were in jail. I get sitting in jail for a night. Like, you spent a night in jail. Because of your brothers or because of your friends. But I get bad company. When they're bad company, it's Aries and Taurus energy. They are bad company. You should not be with them. They're drinkers, they're smokers, they sell weed. They're not good. They're toxic energies. In addition to an Aquarius energy is sneaky, they've messed or they slept with these people before. So this could be your current girlfriend. And you're finding out that these two dudes that they slept with, your current girlfriend, they slept with them. And now what's happening that they're following you or they're stalking you or they're setting up things to happen to you with this energy. Jealousy, envy. Your current girlfriend or guy is doing this to you because there's protective energy here. Or they want you for themselves or you want them for yourselves, but they've got angry brothers or in-laws or cousins that they don't like you or they're jealous of you for some reason. So just be careful of getting to know people or you getting to know your partner's family members as well or cousins or brothers. Be careful. They're very, very aggressive dudes. These are very aggressive dudes. Or whatever it is. But I also get this taking no for an answer with this Oshala. This could be a business deal. But something's happening with a business deal. This could be something going on here. Something is breaking. Maybe something's going on here with a broken tie between you and these two energies, these dudes. But I get something about like a Masonic temple. Like these are arguments that are happening in a Masonic temple as well. But I should not have done this. Like, maybe you should not have joined, like, a Masonic temple. But I get too young for this. So, maybe, like, these are your guy friends. But maybe they're sharing these things with you. And you're like, how did you get into these things? Like, schemes. Like, so maybe someone's going here with scheming. Or Masonic temples. Or being too young or too old to be in one. I don't know what the deal is with that. There's something going on here with certification. So you could be, maybe you're getting tested, or maybe you're taking tests to get some type of, I guess somewhat being a firefighter. You're doing these things, or you're planning to do these things, and maybe this is the energy that's supposed to be teaching you, but they're not being fair, or they're not giving you all the information that you need to succeed or pass a test in school, or to be a firefighter. Whatever that applies to. Your present has Oshumar. But I'm the best. So whatever you're doing, you're the best. You could have concealed something from your family and you succeeded doing it. But you didn't cover your tracks very well and somebody's brother saw something. Your dad saw something. A police officer saw something. But I get a smell. They smelled something. Could be sex. Could be food. Could be liquor. Like you smell liquor on your breath. Or you smell liquor on their breath. But whatever it is, it's something is going in your favor. So either you succeeded in helping these energies hide what they were doing behind the scenes. Or you failed to do that, but there's good luck and good fortune here because of something that you said or something that you did. But I get backing up. You backed up these energies, or you concealed something. But I keep getting like in a trunk, whatever it was. That's why I said shoulder. Like I said, you could be in a car with these two dudes. You're in a car with these two dudes, but you're trying to like. But you're the three of you. You're getting pulled over. If these are dudes, if you're a woman, and these are two dudes, your family members that you're in a car with. Wow. Something's also being smashed. It could be a window. Like maybe a window was smashed in a home. Like I said, robbery energy here. This could be a situation where there was a robbery in a home. Or I don't know what the deal is. Or it happened or it occurred or is it going to occur with this energy. Just be careful of keys. But also be careful of telling somebody where you live as well. Even if you're dating someone or you're married to somebody, you don't know their family. Like I keep getting that Aquarius. Don't tell an Aquarius energy everything about where you live. They already know it's too late. But it's also this element here of telling people where you live, but at the same time, these people, whoever you're telling that where you live, your location or where you're living at, they're planning to rob you with this energy. Like they're planning to do this. But maybe you gave somebody the wrong address on purpose. You didn't want a police officer or a dad or whoever. I get opposition with dad. You didn't want your dad to find out where you moved to. Or police officer. You may have told a police officer that you may have given the police officer the wrong address or the right one. Or you gave somebody's brothers the wrong address on purpose. I get some of the Pisces. Something that's smart about a Pisces. Like a Pisces told you there's trickster energy going on here. So maybe you could be in the outside looking into a Pisces energy is doing this to these two guys, these two dudes. But I get stolen from you. These energies could have stolen something from you before. But they're returning. But that's why you're like, a Pisces energy could have told these two energies that you moved or you don't live somewhere anymore. But it's to help you or it's to protect you, or you're the one that is doing that, or you're doing that, or you're planning to do that. But I keep getting that Aquarius is responsible for sharing your information or your address with people. But I get the wrong one. So an Aquarius energy was sharing the wrong address to people, which is okay. So now somebody can't find you. They can't track you down with this Oshala energy being here. So out of the situation here where maybe you had a weird relationship with your dad for some reason, but I get abusive. I was getting abuse. Maybe your dad was abusive. Maybe you moved out of the home, but like you're moving out of home. Maybe you're moving far away from home. And your dad's trying to find you. Maybe your dad feels sorry. Maybe your dad feels like he wants to reconcile differences with you or your mom or some parent. But I was getting dad, so maybe your dad wanted to reconcile differences with you. But you're not ready to do that yet. But they are trying to come in and they're trying to reconcile differences. I don't want him to know where I live yet. You could be the dad, and maybe someone's going on here with the mom. Maybe like a mom. If you're a dad and you're dealing with child support issues. You're dealing with child support issues for some reason. This could be a situation here where your partner that you have kids with, they set up somebody to follow you. They set up someone to find out where you live. You're a woman. You set up someone, your cousin. You set up a cousin to go find where the father of your children are. And there's good luck and fortune with that. You're succeeding with that. You're succeeding by doing that. Now you know where somebody lives. Now you know what happened to somebody pertaining to like a highway shoulder situation. So this could be something that happened to your sibling. Something's going on with your sibling in a highway situation. You're finding out your sibling was pulled over. They were pulled over and like frisked. Like somebody was frisked with this energy. They were frisked. You're finding out these things. Why aren't they complying? Like, why aren't these dudes, these brothers, these police officers, why aren't they not complying? Why is my dad not complying? Maybe something's going on here with childhood stuff. Like, maybe you're finding out that your brother or your sibling was abused by your father. By touching, maybe your father touched you or your siblings with this energy. And maybe like the sibling is going through something mentally and they don't know how to express things properly with this Oshala and this Zapana Shapana energy being here. Because this could be you. This could be you. That's why I said somebody could have been raped. Like, I mean, something going on with somebody named Cindy, or something's going on here with a rape with somebody, like a rape. But I guess that's like the rape victim, like somebody named Cindy, or somebody with that sounding similar name. Something's going on here with questioning. People want to know what you saw or heard in some place. Could have been a party or a dorm room or somebody's apartment with this energy here, or a very abusive father, and you're trying to leave or hide from one. Somebody's setting up private investigations on you, or you're the one that's doing this, so that this stalker energy. But I get an ex. Your ex is stalking you hardcore here, but they want money. They want money here, or they want you back. But they're using like family members to get to you, or they're stalking you on social media with this energy. But maybe you feel, but the stalking has gotten really, really bad with this Oshala energy. So now you're calling the police, or you're taking protective measures with this Oshala energy being here. So either it's a dad that you're a brother that you want them to protect you from a very abusive person that you're dealing with, or partner, or father, or husband, and you're running. Or it's a situation here where it's an ex that's returning, and you need protective measures from a very obsessive, possessive ex that's returning from the past. You didn't think somebody would find out where you live, so you changed your address. You succeeded in doing that. But somebody's still, like, they're still digging to find out where you are. Why does somebody want to find me so bad? Why do they want to find me? Or people are looking at you. Why do you want to find your brother? But people want to understand why you want to find your brother. But I get missing for a very long time. So you have a brother that has been missing for a very long time. But you're succeeding in finding this brother, or I get tips. You're succeeding in getting tips into where or what has happened to a brother with this energy. You know what's coming to mind? There was a rapper that just got shot. Triple X Tension. That could be pertaining to this situation. Wow. But you're succeeding in finding out what happened to this person. Like, there's more details into what happened to this person. This rapper. I actually like one of his songs as well. So it could be pertaining to this. But it's something to do with a car. But there's something's going on here with the news. So maybe the news, like, you know that the news, something's going on here with luck. The news is not telling you everything pertaining to somebody's rape or shooting. Why somebody died. But I was getting the shoulder. Maybe somebody got shot in the shoulder. I was getting shoulder. Or something happened on like a highway shoulder situation with your brother or your sibling. But I get mom is hiding. So that energy where you were telling someone to hide, your mom is hiding. This could be from an abusive father or grandfather. Your mom is hiding the truth about a situation. Maybe your mother saw or your mother knows something. That's why I said abusive parents, like from childhood. And because of that, something's going on with a sibling mentally, or something's happening with you mentally with abusive sex molestation from childhood with this energy. Wow. This could be an element here where somebody is trying to say that that's the reason why that they are involved with bad company, because they were raped in the childhood or they were raped, period, with this kind of feeling. And that's why they're moving this way. So your dad could be telling you, you know, that your father or your mother could be telling you, know, this girl, this guy, they're a little sneaky. But something is going on with them that you're not aware of. Like, you're finding out so much more about your partner or somebody that you're dating, you're talking to, that they're a stalker. That they set up somebody to rob you or some type of shit like that, or jump you, or car. They set up something so that you would get arrested or detained, or somebody's being detained. But I feel like that's a classmate situation. That's separate. I feel like that's like somebody in class, like, that didn't return to class. But you're finding out these things. Who was he involved with? Who was she involved with? Like, with this energy here. Okay, let's move further. Your future has the earth. Some type of completing energy here. Some type of new cycle is completing itself. But you're happy. There's information that is, I get that Aries. Like, there's an Aries element here that's coming in, that they're helping you find out the truth behind somebody's shooting or a car situation. Something about hiding weed or pot in a car. Something about a rape victim, like your classmate was raped at Yale. Like, I was getting something about Yale. So this could be something that's going down at Yale. Something's also going on here with a prize with the earth element. So maybe, you know what it feels like? That missing person, that's why I said somebody's sibling or a friend was missing for a long period of time. But now, all of a sudden, you have information for their parent. But now there's like a $2,000 reward that you're receiving. That's what you're happy about. Because you gave in the information that the police officer was asking you about. What did she sound like? Where was she? Who did he or she get in the car with? What were they drinking? So this could be something that a crime scene but you have information, or it's pertaining to you, or it's happening to you. But for some reason, like, it's like a crime, like a blessing is coming out of a crime for some reason, for you or for your family or for your friends or somebody's family with this energy. Wow. Very interesting. Your instincts has the Oshun card. Based on about your mom, so you could be becoming one. But your mom could be responsible for something as well. But get drinking. Like, your mother is responsible for drinking. Some motherly-like figure. You could be that mother. You're responsible for drinking. But and when I said that, I get and not noticing. So if you're a mom, you're drinking, and you're not noticing, but you're not noticing something about your husband. Maybe something's going on with your husband and your kids. Like, maybe like something's going on with alcoholism in the home, like with fathers and moms, or you, your partner. And something's going on here with kids. Like, the children that either they're being ignored or they're being abused because somebody's drunken all the time. Or they're constantly, continuously, they're intoxicated, and they're not seeing that their child is being molested. You're not seeing that. Because you're drinking, or a dad is drinking all the time. Or these are your parents, and maybe this happened to you in childhood because there's drunks, like your parents, like somebody's parents were drunks, and because of that they didn't notice what was happening to you. You could have been in a situation where you could have been like questioned really, at a really young age by an uncle. Your uncle could have been asking you something that happened to you in childhood, but you want to understand why an uncle is asking you these things out of nowhere. Maybe you know what this is. Maybe there's some type of behavior that you have that you can't stop. So it could be like pulling your hair, or like scratching yourself, or like poking or pulling some part of your body. But it's because it's some type of nervous behavior that you have because you were abused, or because this is external and maybe this is happening to a parent or a sibling. But you can't understand. Can't understand why I get faded out. You can't understand why I get this woman. Like, there's a woman that is faded out. Like, you can't understand why they're faded out constantly. Like, you're confused by that. And because of that, something happened to your brother. So it's going to be a situation where if you're a parent, or your sibling is a parent, but your sibling is tied to someone who drinks a lot, and you're hearing that, like, there's something going on here with a kidnapping and a kid. This could be a situation where, like, a kid is getting kidnapped because of a lackadaisical parent. And what's happening, it's your brother or a sibling or whoever, somebody was drunk, they weren't paying attention, they dropped keys somewhere accidentally, they got robbed, or a child got snatched with this energy because somebody was too drunk, they weren't paying attention. I get your mother was drunk, they weren't paying attention. So this could be a situation where, oh wow, this could be a situation where, like, your whole life, like, if you're an adult, obviously you're an adult, but your whole adult life, like, you have been rolling like you were the only child. Maybe you're the only child, or you are one of 2 or 3 children, but there was another child, but your parents, like, they weren't talking about them, but it died very young. There was a child that died very young. So this could be like, maybe you had an older sibling that you didn't know about, and you're finding that out from your uncle or a family member, or dad or mom. But I get put up for adoption. So maybe you're finding out you had a sibling, like an older sibling, or there was another sibling that was put up for adoption. You're finding that out. You're like, Mom, I'm not the only kid. Me and Amy were not the only daughters. Like, there was another kid. Like, you're finding out you had another sibling. There was another child somewhere. But they were they were either aborted or they were put up for adoption. There's deception with parents, deception with with a dad or uncle. But I get raised by. When I said uncle, I get raised by. You were raised by your uncle. But they've been rolling like they're rolling, or they have been rolling like they're your dad, or they treat you like they're your father, your uncle does. Wow. But I get you're thankful for that. You're thankful for the fact that your uncle has been treating you like their own. So this could be a situation here where you could have been adopted, but a sibling was adopted. A missing sibling that you had nothing, you didn't even know about at all until recently, maybe. But it's this element here where you're going on that's why I said investigative energies. Oh, I see what's going on here. Your sibling that you did not know that you had, like, you're watching the news. And, like, you're like, this person, like, you're looking at them, you're like, they look like me. They actually kind of look like me. But when I'm talking about this, that parents have been deceiving. Parents have been deceiving you. That you have another sibling. But, like, they're showing up on the news. Like, they're showing up on the news. They were arrested. And you're looking at them. You're looking at this person on the news. You're like, wait a minute. They look like me. They got the same nose, like, same hair tone, same hair texture, whatever it is. Like, and you're doing your research. You're like the background information, background checks. You're like, this is my sibling. This is my sibling that was adopted. And you didn't know that. You're shocked out of your mind here with the earth element being here. Wow, someone's going on here with happenstance. So whatever you're going through with police officers, or with a missing sibling, it's going to be a missing sibling situation. Missing sibling. Or you want more information into why a sibling passed very young. Why a sibling, either they were aborted or something happened to them. They were kidnapped and something happened to them. But you lost a sibling that was so they could have been older than you. Or they could have been older than you, or they were born somewhere before you were born, but you're finding that out. So either it's showing up on the news, and you're like, wait, this person looks like me. Or the situation here where your missing sibling or family member, they're showing up on the news, period, and you're happy, like maybe something's going on here, but they're finally found. Wow, very interesting. Or someone's going here with a classmate, like, and rape, and somebody not showing them back up to class. I was getting Yale. Maybe you had information into that, but you're receiving a reward. But I get from the victim's parents. You're receiving rewards. You're receiving a reward from the victim's parents with this energy. Wow. Your accomplishment has the air element here. Communication. You're the one it could be from, I was getting an Aquarian energy, but I get truth from an Aquarius. So this could be something that you're learning about, I guess something on a date. You're learning something, like maybe you're taking out an air-like element, maybe you're taking them out on a date, and these are things that they're sharing with you. But you kind of feel like this is a lot for somebody to be sharing on our first night out, like our first date. Like you're thinking that this is a lot for somebody to be dishing on me, that this is what happened to them. So this could be your partner that this is happening to. Your partner is telling you that they had a sibling that went missing very young, or they had a sibling that was killed when they were little, or something like that. Or they're finding out that they were adopted, or they're finding out they're not the only kid. Like your date or is telling you these things, like your life path partner, your husband, your wife, or your girlfriend is telling you these things, or it's happening to you, or it has happened, and there's tears, like it has happened, and you're sharing these things. Wow. Something is very reminiscent about this situation. So it's either happening to your air sign partner and they're sharing this. This is what happened to them with their family and their friends, their moms, their dads, or you and this air sign, they're very similar, like similar life paths, similar situations. You're telling each other that. Wow. Very interesting. Your spiritual self has the man, a sign of Aquarius. Aquarius man. But I get responsible for hiding. So you're a woman, you're dealing with an Aquarius man. They're responsible for hiding the fact that they're involved with these dudes, these guys. These could be police officers. But I get set up that this energy that they're involved with setting something up on you or your partner or a friend or family member. But I get something about that rape victim. So they're involved with setting up something on a rape victim. But I get that Cindy, like somebody with that sounding name, like Cindy. It's a woman, it's a female. Somebody that excelled in their classes. So this could be if it's not a situation. If this is not a situation where you're dealing with like a girlfriend or a guy friend, this Aquarian man you're comparing your life to for some reason. Or you're both responsible for something with this energy here. Or there's a situation where you are a star, you are excelling in your studies. Maybe there's something that's going on here with pledging. You're doing pledges, like sorority. Maybe you're in college and you're joining sorority. Maybe there's hazing going on here, but you don't want to do that. Or when you're saying these things to yourself, or you're telling your children you could be, that's why I said reminiscent. This could be your child that you're talking to, and you're sharing with your child what you don't want your child to be involved with when they get to college. But yet far off, your child could be very far off from college. Maybe they still have time before they get to college, or your parents are doing this with you with this kind of energy. Wow, don't do hazing. Maybe something happened to your parent because they were involved. Maybe your parents were in sororities when they were in college. But I get sharing too much about that. Like, something's going on here with like sorority secrets. Like, then you feel like your parents shouldn't share these things, or you should not share these things. And somebody is going down because they're sharing sorority secrets, period. Your mentality has equal to sign of Scorpio. Something is going on here with a promise, with the equal, the death card energy being there. So you may have promised not to say something, but I get that Aquarius, the Aquarius revealed something. Could be an Aquarius man or woman, I don't know. The Aquarius energy revealed something that you promised to someone else that you would not reveal. And maybe that's why somebody has been raped, or that's why somebody has been taken away from your life. Or it's family. Like, the Aquarian energy could be your family members, but there's a promise not to tell. I promised not to tell with this equal energy being here, but something is coming out. The truth into why somebody got pulled over. The truth into why somebody is missing for a long period of time. A sibling, a family member, aunt, uncle. Why somebody passed, how somebody passed. That truth is coming out. Somebody told you, do not say this. Do not reveal this to people. But I get television. Like something that someone told you not to reveal. You revealed it, but you're receiving a reward. But at the same time, you're paranoid because you're hoping that people, that's why I said stalkers. You shared something. You shared something. Or an Aquarian energy shared something about your life that you told them not to do. So what's happening is like somebody's retaliating on you, or you feel like an Aquarian energy is going to retaliate on you. But I also have this energy of, I didn't even know you then. So you're trying to tell this energy, I didn't even know you then. I didn't know you then. So why are you doing that? I didn't know you then. I didn't know that you were a part of this kind of stuff. Like, I didn't know you. So why is this being pinned on me? For what reason? Why can't I do my brotherly duty properly? Why can't I do my wife, my husband might do duties properly? Being a good student, receiving an award because you're revealing the truth about a murder or a passing or a missing sibling or a rape. Why can't I say that? Why? Why do I have to go down for you? Make your ex. This could be an ex this could be an ex that's returning from the past, and they did something bad. They're showing up on the damn news. They did something bad, and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck did you do? So they told you not to say shit, but you're saying stuff really out there. But there's an element here where you don't even care, because you didn't like them. So what's happening, because you revealed something about them, that they did something wrong, they're going after you, or they're setting up people to follow you. Social media, stalkers, outside stalkers, whatever the situation is here. What's changing is the moon sign of Pisces. But I keep getting promises. Use your intuition that you should have kept a promise, or you should not have. From a Pisces, like maybe a Pisces promised to you, or a Pisces promised you. I get protection. A Piscean energy promised you that you would be protected, or you would not be found out. It could be your involvement in this, again, a case. Your involvement in a case pertaining to a rape, a murder, a passing, a missing sibling, an aborted sibling, not knowing you had one, or a family member, something that happened on a highway shoulder, or something, the fact that somebody got shot in the shoulder. Somebody was shot, period. Wow. This energy, they're the ones that they did it. They did it. This Aquarius man did it. Some Aquarius energy, they did that. Or they set it up, or they did it mystically. This could be mystical things that they did, like spiritually, like sacrificial stuff with the Aquarian man. But I get they can't stop. Like, this energy cannot stop. Killing, like, they can't stop. They're bad. So this could be an ex that you try to be rid of, and or it could be a bad habit, smoking. Like, this could be happening to them. This Aquarius man, it's happening to them, and that's why I said the pulling over, the shoulder. That's why these things are happening to them, or they did something bad. Period, and they told you not to say anything, but you did, and you're receiving an award. But now you feel, that's why I get that changing address. Now you feel like you want to change your address, or you have to. Damn. Your resolution has the fire element here. They had the worst concealers, or the worst at concealing something. These fire-like elements as well. This Aries. This Aquarius. Could be the Aries energy. Some fire sign energy that you have going on here. It is a sign of Aries. They're bad at concealing something, period. It could be all fire signs. They're bad at concealing something. There's truth that they're bad at concealing that. Why somebody has not been found yet. Somebody knows where somebody is hiding. It could be something very small, like your sibling could have stormed out of your home, but her boyfriend or whoever knows that she is with them, or she's in a hotel somewhere, or you're doing that. Maybe you confide these promises with this Pisces energy. Is a parent or a friend that you really confide in, that you don't want your family or your friends to know where you went or where you're going. But they're finding out. But you're trying to run. Like this, there's this element where you're trying to run. Use your intuition that you have to. Run. You have to run. Could be in a race. That's where the prize is coming from. But there's jealousy from this element, or these brothers. These could be either a metaphoric race, like a successful one, or a race, like a car race, or it could be a car race. Like I said, like the back of a car got hit. This could be like drag racing in the street, like in a regular neighborhood. For me, somebody got hit. There was drag racing. Somebody got hit. They were because people were drag racing, or smoking, getting pulled over. The truth with this energy. Okay? Okay. Let me know how that resonates with you. I'm going to do outcome Virgo. The Fool, sign of Aries. There's a new journey here that you're going off on. But I get you need to hide, or you're trying to hide. Maybe there's opposition here with family, girlfriends and boyfriends, child support, whatever it is. I get something's going on here with, something's going on with that. Shootings of some kind, hiding from opposition and knowing things. You're going off and you're hiding. Or you told an Aries energy to hide. The Aries, you and Aries, a Taurus, to have information into what an Aquarian man did, or vice versa, whatever situation is here. But when I said that, I got your back. You got an Aries back, but an Aquarius. You have this energy's back, or they did have your back at one point, but you're flipping the script on them, and you're angry about that. Or it's an Aries or a Taurus that you're arguing. It could be guys, all these dudes. Like, there's all these dudes that they planned something to the T, but they also didn't do something properly. Or it's a family member situation with why somebody's missing. Like, these elements, they have answers into why. Like, I got why a cousin is missing. Or what happened to a cousin with this Fool energy here. All right, Virgo, let me know how it resonates with you. Be well, take care, be blessed. Bye.